Hi friends, this was Arun from James Polytechnic College. In this class, we are going to discuss about material handling. This is a subject of production technology, which is used on SBT PR as per syllabus and for the diploma students. Before going to the topic, I want to share one thought with you all. There is a verse in the Bible that states that if your hand is giving troubles to you, or if your leg is giving troubles to you, or if you see that it is a problem, or if you see that it is difficult to be with you, it says, cut it and throw it off. So I want to put that place in the place of hand and leg. If any things which makes far from God or God's way, or in the for it which you, if it is making far from a purity life also, just cut it and throw it off. That is enough for you. So being with it, if I'm living a dirty life, being with it, if I'm living a which doesn't God's love, which life doesn't God's love. Instead of that, if I cut it and throw it off, I can be a good person. I can be a honorable person in front of God's eye. That is enough for me. So always I will tell you, just whatever the relation you have, just cut it. Whatever the wrong relation you have, just cut it and throw it off. Okay. Now we are going to that going. We are going to discuss about the topics material handling. Okay, here are some definition of material handling. Materials handling is the art and science involving the moving, packaging and storing of substances in any form. Okay, again I want to repeat, there are 3 points. Materials handling is the art and science involving the moving, packaging and storing of substances in any form. Okay, so three categories, three important points are there. Number one is moving, number two is packaging, and number three is storing. So this three is important of any substances in any form. Okay, so moving, packaging and storing. Or materials handling is the movement and storage of material at the lowest possible cost through the use of proper methods and equipment. The equipment which you are using, and that equipment must be low cost. For what purpose? There are two: the movement and storage. Okay, so first one I given you 3 points: moving, packaging and storing. That definition also you can write. Second one, for the movement and storage, if we use the low cost equipment for that purpose, that is also called as a materials handling. This materials handling means, simply we can say that the equipments or any process which we used to moving, to packing and to storing of any substance in any form in low cost. Okay, so that is only materials handling. The third definition says that materials handling is the moving of materials or product by any means, including storage and all movements except processing operation and inspection. This processing operation inspection means, what does it mean? That this processing operation is that work which is done in lathe machine, and that and all, it will not come under the material handling only. And same thing, the assembly process also will not come under the materials handling. Only the storage means where the raw materials are stored, and that will be moved from store to machine shop. That movement is called as the, for that movement which equipment we are using, that will come under the materials handling. The fourth point says that materials handling is the art and science of conveying, elevating, positioning, transporting, packaging, and storing of materials. If you see this all, conveying by using the conveyor, elevating, elevator, positioning means fixedly I'm positioning, but it can do it can do many works. That is all. That is called as a positioning in the companies. Transporting, like forklifter, like that we can use for the transporting, packaging and storing of materials. Okay, before going to the next slide, I want to show a video so you can see that and you can understand that what is the concept of the material handling.
கேக்குமா? ஜாலியா இருக்கு உங்க தொல்லை பண்றது. நெக்ஸ்ட் இது நீ எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுமோ? ஓகே ஓகே. எவ்வளோ மினிட் போயிட்டு? ஏப்பா. பாய்.
Now you have seen two videos about how the material. First video you have seen how the material handling system was made in Toyota, and second one you have seen how we are using the material handling system in multinational companies. You have seen the Everett's company videos. Okay, so these are the procedure of see, material handling system is most important in the company. So if you don't know how to handle the materials, it will be completely, it will confuse you. Okay, there must be a system. For example, if you go to the kitchen, okay, otherwise if you take the bike in your hand, I have to start kicker first, and then accelerator, and then clutch, and then I have to put the gear, and then I have to release the clutch, and then I have to gear. If we come to the kitchen, I have to enter the kitchen. I have to know where the material, where what type of masala, where it will be. Okay, I have to know that. So if you confuse everything else, at the time of suddenly you will confuse. So for that purpose only, there are so many systems like JIT, just in time, 5S, SU, SETCU, SESON, they like that. There are 5SS, and so many of systems are there in material handling. Okay, so material handling is most important. Now, a well-designed materials handling system attempts to achieve the following. What purpose we are using the material handling systems? It is given below. Number one, improve efficiency of a production system by ensuring the right quantity of materials delivered at the right place at the right time most economically. Three points are there: right quantity of materials, right place at the right time. Okay, three R's are there. So first R is right quantity of materials, number two right place, number three right time. So these three are important. So by keeping these three in mind, if we handle the materials, it will improve the efficiency. Number two, cut down indirect labor cost. Okay, so indirect labor cost, it will cut because of if I want to unload the or load the materials, I'm using some labors from out of the companies. So this process and all this using the outer labors of companies, this all it will cut down. Number three, reduce damage of materials during storage and movement. Okay, if you use the manual, if you're using the manual, sometimes it can miss. So this sometimes they don't know in which pressure we have to, in which force they have to put it down. So if they put it down with more force, it can broke. So for that purpose only, we will reduce the damage of materials during storage and movement. Fourth point, maximize space utilization by proper storage of materials and thereby reduce storage and handling cost. Fifth point, minimize accident during materials handling. It will minimize the accident which is happening during the movement of the materials. Sixth one, reduce overall cost by improving materials handling. Whatever the overall cost is happening for the materials handling, by manual, this material handling system will reduce all the cost of that materials. Improve customer service by supplying materials in a manner convenient for handlings. Okay, next, principle of material handling. There are so many principles are given. I have taken only 10 principles of material handling. First one, planning principle. Okay, so before going to arranging the materials handling system, I have to know the 10 principles which is given, which I'm going to take now. These 10 principles are most important. Then only you can take under the material handlings and you can do that properly until the last time. So first one is planning principle. For what I have to plan, where I have to, when, how, what, who, and why. The six are important: where, when, how, what, who, and why. Planning principle. All material handling should be the result of a deliberate plan where the needs, performance, objective, and functional specification of the proposed methods are completely defined at the outset. Okay, so and next one is given as a material handling plan defines the material, what and the moves, when and where Together they define the method, how and who. Second principle is standardization principle. There are 3 points in the standardization principle. Number one is material handling methods, equipment, controls, and software should be standardized within the limits of achieving overall performance objectives and without sacrificing needed flexibility, modularity, and throughput anticipation of changing future requirements. Number two is the planner should select methods and equipment that can perform a variety of tasks under a variety of operation conditions. So there are so many of variety in tasks also, and there are so many of variety in operations also. So there must be a condition, and the planner should select methods and equipment. That is important. What is the method and what are the equipment I have to going to put out there if the various tasks is if the various tasks taken place in a single place. Okay. Third one is standardization applies to sizes and containers and other load forming component as well as operating procedures and equipment. Third one, work principle. Material handling work should be minimized without sacrificing productivity or the level of service required of the operation. The material handling work should be minimized without sacrificing. There must be no any sacrifice of, they must not eliminate any process, so that every productivity process must be done. It must not sacrifice any productivity. Okay. Second point is simplifying processes by reducing, combining, shortening, or eliminating unnecessary moves will reduce work. Fourth point is process methods. Operation sequences and process equipment layout should be prepared that support the work minimization objective. Fourth one is where possible, gravity should be used to move material or to assist in their movement while respecting consideration of safety and the potential for product damage. Fifth one, ergonomic principle. Human capabilities and limitation must be recognized and respected in the design of material handling tasks and equipments to ensure safe and effective operations. Okay, so this human capabilities, that is important, and limitation must be recognized, okay, and respected in the design of material handling task. Second point, equipment should be selected that eliminates repetitive and strenuous manual labor and which effectively interacts with human operators and users. Normal English you can understand easily. Third point is the material handling workplace and the equipment employed to assist in that work must be designed so they are safe for people. Fifth one, unit load principle. A unit load is one that can be stored or moved as a single entity at one time, such as pallet, container, or tote, regardless of the number of individual items that make up the load. Second one, less effort and work is required to collect and move many individual items as a single load than to move many items one at a time. Third one, during manufacturing, smaller unit loads, including as few as one time, yield less in process, inventory, and shorter item throughput times. Sixth one, space utilization principle. Space in material handling is three-dimensional and therefore is counted as cubic space. 2. Effective and efficient use must be made of all available space. Third one, in work areas, cluttered and unorganized spaces and blocked aisles should be eliminated. Fourth one, in storage areas, the objective of maximizing storage density must be balanced against accessibility and selectivity. Seventh one, system principle. Material movement and storage activities should be fully integrated to form a coordinated operational system which spans receiving, inspection, storage, production, assembly, packaging, unitizing, order selection, shipping, transportation, and the handling of returns. So this system principle will come under all the operation which is happened in one company from starting to end. When the trucks enter, when the trucks go outside, when the production reach to the peoples, when when it is say that this is not correct, I have to return, until returns, this all will come under the system principle. Automation principle. Material handling operations should be mechanized and or automated where feasible to improve operational efficiency, increase responsiveness, improve consistency and predictability. Computerized material handling systems should be considered where appropriate for effective integration of material flow and information management. All items expected to be handled automatically must have features that accommodate mechanized and automated handling. Ninth one, environmental principle. Environmental impact and energy consumption should be considered as criteria when designing or selecting alternative equipments and material handling systems. Second point is containers, pallets, and other products used to form and protect unit load should be designed for reusability when possible and or biodegradability as appropriate. Third point is this system's design should accommodate the handling of empty containers and other byproducts of material handling. And the last principle is life cycle cost principle. There are 3 points. Life cycle costs include all cash flows that will occur between the time the first dollar is spent to plan or procure a new piece of equipment or to put in place a new method until that method and or equipment is totally replaced. A thorough economic analysis should account for the entire life cycle of all material handling equipment and resulting systems. A long range plan for replacement of the equipment when it becomes obsolete should be prepared. Types of material handling. So now we are going to see so much of videos, and then you can understand the how the material handling types are. First one is conveyors, second one hoist or and cranes, forklift truck and trolley. Conveyors. It is a material handling device used for moving material over a fixed path in a factory. There are belt conveyor, roller conveyor, screw conveyor and bucket conveyor. So first one, belt conveyor can operate in horizontal direction only. So it can operate only in the horizontal direction. You can see in this PPT how the belt conveyors are working. This belt conveyor only we can use it in the horizontal direction. See the video, you can understand it. Next one, roller conveyor. It may be gravity operated or power operated. So by using means if we keep at the slope, so no need of power is there. If you put it top bottom, automatically it will come down. So no need of power. It is come under by the gravity. And second one, by using the power, you can operate it by the power also. It can move the material along straight or curved path. In a straight path or a curved path, we can use it. It can move. And this one also same as like belt conveyor, it can move only at the way at the horizontal direction only. Screw conveyor can operate in horizontal, vertical and inclined direction. It can operate in horizontal also, vertical also and also in inclined direction. Look at the video in PPT, you can see it. Bucket conveyor uses buckets arranged at regular intervals for the movement of material operated in vertical or inclined direction. So if you see that, so there will be small gaps between the materials. So these are used to the, if you see at the big malls, if you shopped in from the third floor, if the delivery is in from the ground floor, so that will be this bucket conveyor is used on that malls to transport uh, the things which you have bought from the third floor to the ground floor. Host, mechanic device that can be used to raise and lower loads. It's available in different capacities depending upon the load to be carried. Cranes, designed for lifting and moving heavy loads using one or more overhead beams for support. Host is mounted in a crane to a trolley which allows horizontal movements of a material. Cranes, there are three types: bridge crane, gantry crane, and jib crane. One crane we are going to see. Bridge crane, also called as a EOT crane, electric overhead travel. Okay, so this is, look at the picture, you can see two horizontal girders suspended between fixed rails on either end to form a rectangle. This entire unit is connected to the structure of the building. So you can see, going to see a video of bridge crane, so you can have a knowledge. Okay. In the video, you have seen how the bridge gain are used. Otherwise, you can see as a electric overhead crane we have used in the system. How it is moved, also how it is operated. Okay. Second, so this is the bridge crane you have seen in the video also. Now, second one is gantry crane. Similar to bridge crane structure is mounted on wheels and can be moved at the place of use. Vertical lifting is accomplished by host. You can go. We are going to see a video so you can understand it clearly. Okay. So next we are going to see about gantry crane. Similar to bridge crane, second one is crane structure is mounted on wheels and can be moved at the place of use. And third one, vertical lifting is accomplished by host. So we are going to see a video. Okay, you have seen the how gantry crane is operated, and you have seen the video how they are loading and unloading like that. So mechanical, those who are hearing this video, if you are a mechanical or automobile engineering, there are so many ways to get a job in mechanical engineering. If you see this, I have shown the gantry crane separately, and I have shown the this one bridge crane separately. So then it is needed a bridge operator also and the gantry crane operator also. You are if you are mechanical engineering, so if you have seen this gantry crane video, there is some programming, there is some displaying. You have to operate it. You have to know. You must have technical knowledge. That's all. So you can operate it easily. Okay. And the third one is, so this is a picture of gantry crane. Now, jib crane, also called as pillar crane. It consists of horizontal beam that comes out from the vertical beam or wall support. Okay. For this also we are going to see a video. You are seeing the a picture here. This is the jib crane maximum used in the harbor like that. So loading and unloading we are using it. Okay. So now we are going to see a video of jib crane. Just see. These are the cranes. Now, forklift truck. Industrial truck of small capacity having two forks attached to the column of the truck, used for transporting material at a distance inside a factory. Can be also used to stack material at the height. So if it is height, if I want to remove from up to down, I can use the forklift truck. As usually, always I will tell that in a mechanical there is a big advantage. By using the word we can find out the what is the principle of that component or material. Look at this. Here's a forklift truck. We use the fork spoon. So how it will be like a like a two pins. Okay. So that is why it is called as a forklift truck. So this is the image of the forklift truck. Nowadays there are so many of trucks that came automated and electrical, so many of things. We are going to see the video now. Okay. Okay. In this video, you have seen how the forklift is working, and in Toyota companies, there are so many of automated forklift that we have started to use, and in so many companies today, we are programmed and by using the signals, by using the transmitter, and by using the sensors. Today, the forklift has started to work by using the sensors. Okay, so next we are going to see the trolley. So these are some type of trolleys which you are seeing on the pictures. So this trolleys, in which places it is used? If you see from the storage to the machine shop, okay, if the materials are stored in the storages, storeroom, to move from the storage to the machine shop, if it is large, we are using the forklifter and yeah, AGV, automated guided vehicles, like that. But for a small material like 120 pieces, otherwise 50 pieces, we use the trolleys. Okay, we will count the piece and we put inside the trolleys, and we'll take, for example, if you go for the shop, if you want to 5 kg or 10 kg of rice, you will get it on one complete package. Okay, for example, you want 1 kg in loose, we will get so in a loose and it's in a small package like that only. If it is bunch of materials, thousands, 2000, so that can be moved to the forklifter or crane or etc. But this loose materials, 100 pieces, 50 pieces, this piece and all will use by using the trolleys only. Okay. Okay. Before going to this point, I want to show a small video, the types of whole material handling systems and how it is used in the companies. We go for the video and then I will explain this all. Okay. Okay. So now we are going to see some points of criteria for the selection of material handling equipment. Material to be moved. What material I have to move from where to where? Second point, plant, buildings and layout. What are the buildings plan and what are the layout of the company? I have to know that. Third one, types of production machines. What types of production machines is there is inside the machine? Before planning the material handling system, I have to know all the what the criteria I have to know. Fourth point is type of material flow pattern. Okay, and fifth one is type of production, and the sixth one is cost of material handling equipment. Seventh one is handling cost, list of the equipment, amount of care and maintenance required for the material handling system. So now it is the most important and recently modern trending system which is used on the material handling system. It is called as a AGV, automated guided vehicles. We are going to see about that only. Before going to see that, I want to show some videos so that you will get some idea. Then we'll go for the concept of theories. Okay. So I think you've seen these three videos. In these three videos, it is mentioned about the automated guided vehicles. Okay. So now we are going to see the theory part. A driverless vehicle used to move materials efficiently in a facility. Driverless vehicle, that is only called as a, only that point is the most important. Driverless vehicle used to move the materials efficiently in a facility. AGVs are sophisticated machines that represent a complete material handling solution and are installed in numerous industries and a wide range of applications. AGVs can increase efficiency and productivity as well as reduce product damage and labor costs. Vehicle functions, man or vehicle functions. Inputs made via operator panel with its keyboard and display. Destination input to the vehicle. Plug-in manual control and diagnosis module. Route. Destination finding. High vehicle intelligence. Travel route topology stored in the vehicle. Destination code processing. Load sensing and empty location recognition. Data exchange, infrared and radio data, special functions, battery reserve monitoring, control of battery charging, obstacle recognition, load handling, load acceptance, load depositing, load monitoring, load transfer synchronization, travel control, speed is controlled, safety gap maintenance is controlled, collision protection. Different type of AVGs, fork. These are the fork type of AVGs. Tow and tugger, vehicle types, custom. So these are the automated guided vehicles types. Okay. So from this you may get an idea of material handling system. So if you learn more, if you go through more yourself, if you go for the data's, Wikipedia's yourself, so you can identify so much of extra things and extra knowledge about the material handling system. So this material handling system is most important in the mechanical companies which is used to today's, and mainly if you say AGV, automated guided vehicles, electrical fork, and unmanual without driverless forks, forklift truck, this and all is operated by the programming. So everything today it is combined of mechanical and electronics, it is called as a mechatronics. So if you have a knowledge about mechatronics, if you have knowledge about, you must have a knowledge about mechanical and then little bit about electronics. If you have this both knowledge, you can operate the automated guided vehicles and also as the electrical forklift truck. Okay. So from this video you may have a little bit knowledge about the forklift truck and also about the automated guided vehicles. So I want to end this session with a verse which is say that be careful how you think, your life is shaped by your thoughts. Okay. In Bible this is the word, it says that be careful how you think. You must be careful how you think about your thoughts, about your mind, and about also from your heart. There is other verses also in Bible, it says that the things which go inside to your heart, same way it will come outside. So be careful how you think. Your life is shaped by your thoughts. Your life is shaped by your thoughts. How your thinking is there in your mind, in same way your thought will be also, and in the same way your life will be also. So thank you for this opportunity. I thank my God